But they were trying to come up with ways, and then he came up. He's like, he brought up these men. They had these names too, where it's like, this guy did that, but you've seen it came to end. That means he says if it is of human origin, it will fail. But if God is behind it, it will not fail. And be careful, lest you find yourself to be fighting against God. Meaning that even he, a Pharisee, had a revelation that if he were to fight against the will of God, that if he were to fight against the work of God, that it would be bad.
It will come to a fail.
It will be bad for him.
Yeah.
Because he'll be finding himself to be fighting against God, and you never want to find yourself fighting against God, because if you're finding yourself fighting against God, you will always lose 10 times out of 10. And he also said something profound, that if it is of human origin, it will fail. That means if it is of my flesh, if I'm doing anything of my flesh,
It will fail.
and not under the will of God, 100% it will fail. So he had a revelation like what you said, Chi, that if it's outside of the balance of God or outside of the will of God, it will 100% fail. But if it's under the will of God, you cannot fight against it, and it will never fail.